was October 14th, 2019, and I can still feel that cold crawling under my skin. My name's Mason, and that night, in my aunt's cabin in Vermont, changed me forever. The cabin was tucked deep in the woods, surrounded by towering trees shedding red and orange leaves. The air smelled of wet dirt and old smoke, heavy with autumn chill. My aunt and uncle had gone into town for a couple of days, leaving me alone. They told me to relax, keep the fire going, and enjoy the peace. I thought I would. I had no idea what was waiting for me. I decided to take a walk before sunset, just to stretch my legs and enjoy the forest. Leaves crunched under my shoes, and the shadows grew long and twisted, like dark fingers reaching for me. The air seemed to thicken with every step. That's when I saw it. An old, cracked well hidden behind a tangle of vines and moss. Its stones were blackened with age, the opening yawning like a mouth waiting to swallow me. I shined my flashlight down and froze. A faint whisper rose from the depths. Come back down. My heart raced. I thought it was the wind, or some trick of the trees. I shook my head and turned back toward the cabin. Halfway there, I felt that someone was following me. Footsteps, crunching in rhythm with mine, though I was alone. Spoon around, nothing. Just fog and skeletal trees. When I finally reached the cabin, the sun had vanished completely. Darkness settled over everything, thick and suffocating. I lit the fire and tried to calm myself, but then came the knocking. Soft, deliberate, 3 knocks. I opened the door. Nobody. Footprints, wet and muddy, led up to the door, but none away. I locked the door, shaking, and tried calling my aunt. No signal. Then, through the window, I saw a figure at the tree line, motionless, pale, and watching. I pulled the curtains tight, but every sound of the crackle of the fire, the floorboards creaking, seemed louder, more sinister. Around 11:30 p.m., the whisper came again, this time from inside the cabin. Come back down. I shined my flashlight around, trembling. On the floor, a single wet footprint faced away. I ran outside, branches clawing at my clothes, and stumbled toward the well. The ground around it was wet, like something had just emerged. I shined my flashlight into the depths again. A muddy, pale hand reached up. I screamed and fell back. The beam of light revealed a boy's bloated face, eyes wide and hollow. I scrambled back to the cabin, locking myself inside. Every few minutes, 3 slow knocks and the same whisper. I sat shaking on the floor, too terrified to move. Hours passed. Morning finally came. The fog had lifted, the footprints gone. Only my flashlight remained beside the well, perfectly dry. I told a local store owner about the well. His face went pale. A boy drowned there in 1997, playing hide and seek. Some say his spirit still calls people, even now, every fall, when the wind rustles through the leaves. I hear it, come back down. And I know, no matter where I am, it's waiting, watching, whispering. That night didn't just scare me. It changed me. I no longer walk alone in the woods. I no longer ignore whispers. And every time I hear someone call my name, my blood runs cold, because I know, one day, it will be my turn to return to the well. It was supposed to be a normal fall trip for friends, a small town, and the woods glowing orange and gold. My name's Lily, and I'll never go camping again. We rented a cabin near Maple Hollow, Pennsylvania. The locals were friendly, but oddly quiet, giving warnings like, don't wander after dark. We laughed it off. Sunset painted the trees in crimson and gold, the air crisp with the scent of fallen leaves. The first night, everything seemed peaceful. We built a fire, told ghost stories, and roasted marshmallows. Around midnight, the fire flickered, and silence fell over the woods. Not a sound, no crickets, no wind. It was the kind of silence that made your skin crawl. Tyler suggested a game of hide and seek in the woods. Megan refused, but Chris insisted, just 1 round. I crouched under a hollow tree, counting silently, my heart hammering. After a while, I heard crunching footsteps. Chris's flashlight swung through the trees. Found you, he shouted. Not at me. The dim glow revealed nothing but shadows. 10 primeras a W. A small girl in white had tilted unnaturally, staring from between 2 trees. Her eyes were hollow. She didn't move, didn't blink. She just watched. I whispered, Megan. Tyler. No answer. My flashlight flickered. The girl's figure seemed closer. A faint laugh echoed, too close. I ran toward the cabin, branches scratching my face. Megan was crying. Tyler pale. Chris was gone. We searched frantically, but he was nowhere. Tyler pointed to the tree line. The girl in white vanished as quickly as she appeared. Tyler chased after her and disappeared. I stayed behind with Megan. We called the police from the main road. They found the campsite empty, except for Chris's flashlight and hundreds of tiny barefoot prints circling the cabin. Later, the sheriff told us about Elsie, a girl who had disappeared playing hide-and-seek in these woods years ago. Legend says she never left, and anyone who ignores warnings becomes her next game. Even now, years later, I dream of her whispering, "Your turn to hide." The whispers chase me in my sleep, reminding me that some games never end. I've worked night shifts before, hospitals, hotels, warehouses, but nothing felt like Greystone Asylum. My name's Lucas, and I'll never take another security job again. Last November, desperate for money, I took the night guard position at the old asylum. The building was massive, hallways long and cracked, doors that locked automatically. The supervisor warned, "You'll be alone from midnight to 6 a.m. Cameras cover only the first floor. Don't investigate anything strange." I laughed nervously. I was sure this job would be easy. Around 1:30 a.m., I noticed a door at the end of the east hallway, room 313. Not on the blueprint, slightly. I radioed, "Is there supposed to be a room 313? The supervisor's voice was tense. "No. Don't go near that room." Curiosity got the better of me. I stepped toward the door. The air inside was icy, smelling of rust and antiseptic. I stepped in. The door slammed behind me. Locked. I froze. In the cracked mirror across the room, a figure appeared. Not beined me. Inside the reflection. Tall, thin, wearing a patient's gown, face lights flickered. For a split second, the reflection didn't match reality. My reflection moved differently, an evil echo of me. My heart raced. Footsteps echoed in the hallway, dragging slowly. Then the mirror figure stepped closer, exactly mimicking my movements. I ran. The hall twisted unnaturally. Doors appeared and disappeared. My radio was dead. Screams echoed from empty rooms. I reached the staircase. The shadow figure followed, stretching impossibly, devouring light. I burst through the exit, gasping. Daylight revealed nothing. Security footage showed me leaving normally, except at one point, my reflection remained in the library windows. Watching. That night, a blocked phone number called me. Whispered, "You left the door open, Lucas." Even now, every time I close my eyes, I see him. My shadow, black eyes, waiting. Room 313 isn't just a room. It's a trap. And one day, it will claim me completely. It was a chilly November night when I got the job at the abandoned university library. My name's Henry, and this is my story. The campus had been closed for years, but security needed someone to monitor the building at night. I thought it would be simple. Walk the halls, check cameras. As soon as I entered, the smell hid me: dust, mold, and something metallic. The lights flickered. Hallways seemed longer than they should. Doors leading to rooms not on the plan. Ten primera y ardi ira thump upstairs. Slow, deliberate. No wind, no machinery. I took the stairs. At the end of the hall, a door opened by itself. Inside, shelves of books scattered on the floor, as if someone had been searching frantically. I stepped in. The door slammed behind me. Locked. Then, whispers, my name, full name, over and over. The temperature dropped. Every breath burned. A shadow moved across the far wall, taller than any human, fluid in shape, like smoke. I tripped over a fallen book. It was closer now. Black eyes, no face. I ran, but hallways twisted unnaturally. My radio was dead. Screams from empty rooms filled the air. I reached the main hall. Books flew off shelves. The shadows stretched impossibly, devouring the light. Primera ra, inepastit burst through the exit, and never went back. Cameras showed nothing unusual, except my own face staring from the windows, long after I'd left. Even now, every fall, I see that shadow just beyond the glass, whispering my name. The library hasn't forgotten me, and I know it never will.